Did you ever think you had spyware on your phone?
No, I never thought about it.
No.
No.
You know, even if you did, do you know how you'd be able to find it?
No idea.
Yeah,
Where
the
did
answer
you
is-
start from? No.
Yeah, that's right. The answer is you wouldn't be able to find it.
I guess you go through all of the files on the applications, I should say, the
Yeah.
icons, to see if anything.
Yeah, but that won't do it. That
No.
won't get rid of it. And
Okay.
you know, people oftentimes when they're engaged in, you know, cheating or doing whatever or anything wrong, they tend to get a little paranoid and they wonder
Yes.
like, hey, wait a second, maybe someone put this on my phone.
Yes.
So for like, just in case you don't know, I mean, there are these apps out there now like ProSpy.app where you don't need to have the phone to be anywhere near it. It works on a complete remote connection. And once that remote connection is established, there's no way in the world the other person is going to know what's on their phone because they think they're going to be able to look for an icon or something is going to light up or blink or some bullshit like
Right,
that. But,
right.
you know, those were spy apps from like yesteryear, you know, 10 years ago. The spy apps today don't do that anymore.
Okay.
So people have this big nagging question. How do I know what's on my phone? How would I be able to find out if it's on my phone? And my answer when they ask me that is like, you can't. There's only one way to find out. That's if you use something like, there's this app out there called Spyware Pro.
Right.
I know that detects it and removes it. It's spywarepro.app.
Right. I
We-
figure
we've
you
talked
said
about it.
something like that before. Didn't you mention that you cannot do anything if you have something like that in your phone? The only thing you can do is just throw the phone away?
Yeah,
throw it in
pretty
the
much.
ocean?
Right. You have two choices basically. That's either to basically just throw it away
Right.
and start off like you have a brand new phone,
Right.
or you could use Spywiper Pro.
Right.
Spywiper Pro is the only one that I've seen that eliminates it, identifies all the program files that are associated with the spy app, and it removes them. And then you could actually set the safeguards using Spywiper Pro to prevent it from being remotely connected to your phone again.
Okay.
And that's the big thing. People say, okay, great. If I find it, I can remove it. Or let's just say I was wipe it out. But that's not going to stop it from coming back. You know,
Of
if you
course.
do a factory reset, you don't know what side door that app came in from. You don't know what link you clicked or how it even got on. It could be like right back there again within like 3 seconds if you're doing a factory reset.
So even like that, you won't be able to clean it?
No.
If people say,
No.
well, I'm not going to buy anything extra to put on my phone, I'm just going to do a factory reset. That
Yeah.
doesn't do it.
No, because typically when you do a factory reset, what do people normally do?
Yes.
They do a factory reset and then they start loading up all the apps and everything
they
they've
had
already
before.
had.
Yep.
So how do you know it wasn't part of your Facebook app that not infected, but that's how the spyware got into your phone?
Right, right.
How do you know
You
it
don't
wasn't through Google Chrome?
Right.
You know, there's
don't
so
know what
many-
it's at,
You
then
don't
no-
know.
right.
So what you're going to do is you're going to do a factory reset on your phone, and then you're going to start loading up all the apps that you once used and using the same usernames and passwords.
course.
Duh. What do you think is going to happen? Everything that was in that app before is now going to be on your new phone, and hence you don't know how that
Makes
spy app got there.
Right.
That's why you either have to use something like Spywiper Pro, which is made by guys who have been in the industry who know spyware. So it's kind of like providing the cure for the virus,
Right.
in a way. And
Yes.
who better to know these things than guys who built the shit?
Makes sense, of course, absolutely.
And you know, people think, well, I'll reset my phone. I'll do, I'll restart. I'll do this. It's not going to get
No.
rid of it.
No.
Maybe back in the old days, you'd probably be able to get rid of it, but not now. There are just too many damn files. These things have gotten too far. And you know, as you were saying, you know, so let's just say two people get divorced. You were telling me a story right before we went on air.
Oh,
So what was
right.
it?
Recently, I received an email of a coworker actually that she feels something is in her phone installed by the ex-husband. I don't know if it's husband or ex-husband.
And
Mistress.
Okay, by the ex-husband's mistress. See, this is the kind of stuff where it gets really interesting because the mistresses oftentimes get involved because they want to sabotage the
Any
relationship.
potential, yeah.
Yeah, so
Yes.
let's just say, okay, this guy's having an affair. Just say Joe is having an affair with Maggie, and he's married to Lisa. He tells Maggie, look, man, I want to go back to I want to be happy.
Right. I want to save my marriage. I
Yeah,
wanna
yeah.
work
So
it out.
Lisa's happy about that, but Maggie's not. No, Maggie's not. So now she's going to do everything she can
Yes.
to poison Lisa, to damage Lisa's reputation in his eyes.
Of course.
And women, when it comes to shit like
Yep,
this, I've
yep.
seen you guys in action.
Yep.
You are fucking vicious.
Yeah, the worst enemies there can be.
Okay, so she thinks it's installed by
The mistress.
husband's mistress.
Yes.
Okay, so go on. What else
So,
after that?
she asked me what could we do. I'm like, I got no idea. I guess
Yeah.
just, like we just discussed, throw the phone in the ocean or do a factory reset. But you just said
Factory
that it
reset
doesn't
will
work.
not work.
No.
Spywiperpro.app. That's
Right.
it. That's the only solution I know of.
Right.
And people say, well, what about Norton or these other antivirus things?
I do computer. Are they for the
Yeah,
computers?
those are for viruses
Right.
and malware. Those things operate completely different than spyware operates.
Yes.
Completely different. They're not even the same animal. It's like, as Jules said from Pulp Fiction, it's not the same ballpark. It's not the same whatever. Hell, not even the same fucking sport. Whatever he says there. I remember he says it's not the same game. It's not the same league. It's not even the same fucking sport. It's just not. So yeah, spyware is an animal all unto itself.
Mm-hmm.
And so what makes her think that, what is her phone like acting up? What's her phone doing?
No, she knows that she put something on because, like you said, in between women, and if they're just fighting for the same guy,
Yeah.
that it's, something. She doesn't know what's going on. She didn't mention.
But
she
what
just
makes
mentioned
it-
she knows she has one.
But what is it lighting up? Or is it vibrating? Is the
didn't-
battery going dead?
She didn't say any of those. She just said, I know I have something on my phone by this woman, so what can I do?
Well, after the show, yeah, send her an email and just
yeah,
tell
now I know.
spywiperpro.app.
Yes.
That's what I would tell her because I don't want to start off with a brand new phone.
No, absolutely.
Shit, I don't
nobody
even know
does.
how many 2FAs are connected to my phone. You're talking about friends, relatives. I mean,
Yeah, nobody wants
shit,
to
if
go
I had
through
this,
that.
yeah, exactly. You
Besides
have
the
a phone.
hassle.
That too. You have a telephone number for 10, 20 years.
Yes.
The last thing you want to do is replace it.
Yes, absolutely. No, you don't want to resort to that. Plus, you want to avoid, like you said, from any future malware inside
Yeah, see,
of
that's the
phone.
big thing.
Yes.
Getting it off is one thing, but keeping it off is quite another.
Exactly.
And that's the advantage of Spywiper Pro because you could set those safeguards and have it notify you of any possibility of, we'll say any kind of threat detection right away. And it'll just basically stop everything
Right.
based on what it's already removed.
Right.
So when Spywiper Pro removes the spyware from your phone, it makes a log of everything that it removed. So anything of the same nature or similar nature will now be blocked.
Right.
And or it will ask you, do you want this on your phone or don't you want this on your phone? And then you could choose yes or no. Obviously, most people will choose no.
Of course. But now we are talking about, lovers or whatnot. But what about if the government wants to send something
Well,
to you or scammers?
That's a different story.
Right.
We mainly focus on relationships here.
Yeah.
Nobody really knows what the government has. I would suffice to say that they have something a hell of a lot more powerful
Yes.
than what's available to us.
Right.
And I've said this before, and I'll say it again. With the integration of artificial intelligence in these spy apps and these GPS locator apps, I mean, you ain't seen nothing yet. What's available to the average person these days is crazy compared to what was even available just a year ago.
Right.
And it's going to get more and more. It's going to get more and more powerful. And as they do, what's available to a consumer will be not so different from what's available to law enforcement.
Right.
I mean, based on whatever my limited knowledge of law enforcement, but it's a lot of power to have in the hands of every Tom, Dick, and Harry with $30.
Yeah, absolutely.
know?
We've mentioned this before. I'm happily married, and my concern if somebody reaches my phone will be my banks, to access my bank.
Oh yeah, your banking information,
And the
sure.
last thing I want to do is for a scammer to be able to, access my information.
Yeah, but you see, that's one thing about spy apps. People think that a spy app is going to spy on you and steal all your information. That's not how spy apps work. That's not how they're programmed. Spy apps, for the most part, are made to, find out the truth.
Right.
And a banking app logins go far beyond that scope. So I've never heard or seen of an app that focuses, a spy app that focuses on banking
Finances.
information or anything
Okay.
else like that. It's just, text messages, calls, GPS, videos, anything that could help a person
Find
fill
it.
in all the missing details. But what you're talking about there, that's just out and out theft.
Right.
So that would be where a virus would be concerned, or phishing, as they call it, phishing. Now, phishing, that's dangerous, because when you're part or a victim of a phishing scam, what they do is they send you a link in your text message or in an email that looks authentic.
Right.
It looks like it's coming from Facebook or from PayPal or from your bank. TD Bank had a big problem with this a couple of years ago. And that's a phishing thing where they get you to tap the link and then give you, they entice you to give you their information.
Right.
You think you're giving it to TD Bank,
But it's not.
But you're not.
Right.
It's somebody else somewhere.
It's being sent to somebody else.
Right,
Yes,
right, which is another thing Spyware Pro can do, and also it scans for all those things that are on your phone. So if you get some sort of link that looks suspicious, you can just activate it on Spyware Pro. It'll give you a complete breakdown of what this thing is.
So basically what it does is just blocks any access from anybody, regardless of the intention.
Any kind of possible threat. It does a threat assessment. If it doesn't look legitimate, it analyzes that threat assessment, and it assigns a number to it. Anything higher than 3, don't touch. You get something like as high as a 10, definitely don't touch.
Okay.
Yeah, so Spyware Pro can not only remove the spyware and protect against it, but other threats
as well
of, again, things that might be able to get into your phone to compromise your information.
That's good.
And,
that's
why
important.
it's useful, especially today. And that's how people are getting spyware on phones too, because they're sending a text link. So the text link says something, blah, 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 but what's embedded in the text link is the actual spy app. And you tap on that spy app, and before you can say, holy shit, that spy app has already been installed to your phone and collecting data.
And you have nothing to do.
That fast, literally.
Yes.
When you scan a QR code, I heard about this scam going around not too long ago with Amazon. Not Amazon. It wasn't Amazon doing it themselves. It was some other criminals doing it. Well, we'll just say not so nice people. I don't know if they're criminals, but okay. So they were sending about QR codes to people's, I think, emails and or text messages saying your Amazon package has been lost. Scan the QR code to claim your package or find your package. And they think it's harmless, but it's not, because the moment you scan that QR code, that's it. The spyware is on your phone. And that's
no
it.
reversing.
Right. None. That's it. There's nothing you can do to get it off except run Spyware Pro.
Right.
Excuse me. Or get rid of your phone. That's it. And that's how quick and easy it is these days.
That's so awful, because you have everything. Your life is in that phone.
Yep.
Whether it's good or bad, whatever you did, something good or something bad, it's there. It's in that phone. And you said you cannot delete it. So if you delete it, that can actually be also found.
No, because when people delete things from their cell phone, they think it's gone for good, but it's not.
No.
It stays down the phone. It's in the storage system of the phone until another piece of data is written over it. It's in the metadata. It's in the database for the platform, and it's also in the database for like the major, like the it's in the platform's server. Like for instance, in WhatsApp's computer server on their network. Obviously, you can't access it from there, but on your phone, there are 3 different places: database from the phone, storage system, and metadata.
That's important to have that Spyware Pro. If I have a tablet per se, can I use it in both? On a phone, on a tablet, in any electronics?
Yeah, it'll work on a cell phone, an iPad. I've used it. I've only used it here to test it because we heard about it.
Right.
And as I said, we constantly get people asking us, okay, if I think ProSpy or something else is on my phone, how do I get rid of it? So, yeah, I had a couple of people here take a look into things. And, of course, when they gave them to me, they gave me some other bullshit thing. I forget what the name of it was. Just like a regular anti-spyware thing.
Okay.
I'm not going to mention any names because I don't want to put any of the products down, but just they didn't work. The product that they gave me initially when we started doing our research, these things were great, as I said, at removing viruses and malware. But we didn't find anything that could remove spyware except for Spyware Pro. That was the only one we found.
I've never heard of anyone that will do the levels of intensity, the levels of danger per se. And you mentioned that it goes from 1 to 10.
Yeah, it'll give you like a threat assessment based on like, severity, danger.
Right.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
It is. People find it useful, but more so they find it useful just to get rid of the spyware. Yeah. But I'm of the opinion of this. Like, my life is pretty boring. We live a pretty boring life, husband, wife. My feeling is like, you want to spy on my phone, go right ahead. Go right ahead. I don't give a shit.
Absolutely.
But if I'm doing something wrong,
hey, that's when you're concerned.
That's a different story.
Yes.
Now I don't let my phone out of my sight.
Yes.
I'm constantly paranoid, and that's what happens. So, the moral to this story, folks, is just, live the good life and
don't do anything wrong.
Stay on the straight and narrow, work, church, and home, and you have nothing to worry about.
Yes. And if you have issues at home, take care of those issues and then go find something else.
No, if you have problems at home, the first thing you should do is cheat. Fuck around because you want to solve your problem. No, just joking, guys.
You will not do that.
No, that's a very, very bad thing to do. If you have problems at home, take it from me and take it from my lovely wife. Do everything you can to work on your marriage because it took us 10 years to find
more.
somebody, or more rather, 10 years or more to find somebody worthwhile, worth marrying and everything.
Yes.
So if you think you going to go out there and find somebody better,
And quick?
and quick, yeah, think again.
Yes.
And I can tell you from the people that I've spoken to, affairs are only mini vacations. You don't know that person.
No.
You know that person for 3 hours a week on a Wednesday afternoon when you both want to fuck. That's it. Or maybe you go out there. It's a mini vacation.
Yes.
It's something to do to get away from everything. Now you're just getting the best of each other. But I guarantee you, that person will be a different person once you start living with them. Once you start dealing with
Sharing the
everyday
daily
life
life. Yes.
situations with them.
Yes.
Oh, I don't feel good. I have a cold. I got to take Johnny to soccer, or whatever. I don't know. The car
everyday.
broke down. I need the extra money. This stress, that. Oh, forget about it. It's a
Yes.
different ball game.
Yes, absolutely.
And here they are. They're thinking, oh, he pays so much attention. He's perfect, or she gives me everything I want. It's bullshit.
Yeah. It's not that it's bullshit, but it's definitely a facade that is
course
not
it
going to
is.
last forever, obviously. Then you just become yourself.
That's right.
And the everyday happens, and then the
right.
routine happens, and then you feel yourself as, being back to ground zero.
That's right. You basically have the same situation
as
just
you
with a
had
different
before.
face.
Exactly. And probably different problems.
Yeah, your
that's the
sister,
only
your
thing you
sister
change.
put it a good way because you're just getting
Other
a different set of problems.
Yes,
And she's right.
it is.
And
It
she's
is.
right.
You just change the person. That's
Yeah.